Okay. So students, these are just multiplying polynomials. Okay, these are specifically multiplying two binomials. And I'd like you to look at what all of these have in common. Please note what they all have in common and tell your neighbor. What do they all have in common? You're looking at the binomials. Tell your neighbor the things that they have in common. Hayden, pump the brakes. Talk to your neighbors. Okay, students, I wrote something in pink. Hopefully you all noticed. Some of you noticed and said this. Yes, there are parentheses. Yes, these are binomials, two things inside there, but none of the x's have coefficients. That just means it says x, and then the other one says x. This does not say 2x. There's no number here. This is just 1x times 1x. So every single one of these, we can multiply the fast way. Okay, now by the fast way, I said add and then multiply. So we start off with x squared. We need to know that, no matter what. And then I'm going to add 2 plus 3. Students, please add 2 plus 3 and tell me the answer. 5. Thank you. So that's plus 5x. So in the middle, we add. And then I'm going to take positive 2 and positive 3, and I multiply them. And what do I get? 6. This is the final answer, so you don't have to do the full first, outside, inside, last. It's a small little shortcut. So when we do that with the next problem, we do the same thing, but I noticed that the signs on these are not both positive, which means that when we add -3 and 4, we're going to actually subtract. So I get x squared, and the -3 plus 4 is how many? 1. So I say positive 1x, but the -3 times -3 times positive 4 is going to be a negative number. And what negative number is it? 12. So we're going to keep going through the rest of these the same way. I've got x squared, and then I add the numbers. Positive 6 minus 1, which is 5. And then I do positive 6 times -1, which is -6. All right, so then I'm going to do the next one. I've got x squared. Positive 5 minus 2 is positive 3. And then positive 5 times -2 is -10. Now on this next one, I have 2 negatives. That's awesome. So I have the -5 and the -1. I get x squared as the first part. And then I add those together. They have a same sign, which means we add and keep the sign the same. 5 and 1 make 6. So this is -6x. And then just remember, our -5 times -1 is positive 5. And I see that again with the -3 and the -4. That gives me x squared. Ooh. 3 and 4 add together to make 7, so it's -7x. And then it will change to plus, because it's 2 negatives being multiplied, and that will be 12. Please finish the rest on this page if you can with your team, and I'll go over the next ones in just a few minutes. All right, we'll start with Jacob. Jacob, can you see the arrow pointing to the x plus 3x minus 7? So I want you to finish that one for me. I've got x squared, and then what comes next?
-4.
4x, good. And then what? Right on. Matt, what about the next one?
X squared plus 17x
Good,
plus 72.
wonderful. Coming up next, it's Grant. Grant, we're on the 9, -9, and the positive 11. That's gonna be x squared.
Yeah, x squared, and then -9 times 11 is -99, so it'd be -99.
Okay, so we're missing something. In the middle, is where we do the addition. This one is the add. This one is the multiply. So the -99 is correct, but the next step is to add. So it'd be x squared.
The middle one would be
Okay, so I need to know positive or negative, just to be really clear. Positive or -2? +2. And then what letter comes?
X.
And then we have the -99. Let's do the next one together just to make sure you got it. So we've got x squared. Then what do we do? You can talk me through it.
You add -7 and 12.
Perfect.
+5, and then -7 times 12, which is -84.
Wonderful. So the 5, I left this space here because you forgot one important part, which is good. Great. Morgan, what about the next one?
That's x squared -18x plus 72.
Wonderful. Coming up on Kaysen, x squared.
X squared plus 2.
Plus how many?
Plus 2.
Ooh. I'm gonna want to multiply those again. What do I get? +1. And Sophia. Beautiful. That's one that I don't see very often in my math problems. Okay, cool. So we've done the multiplication. How are you guys feeling about this? Is this challenging? Okay, I hope that it is not challenging. As a result, we're going to do our practice of easy multiplication, which is over here. Practice easy multiplication. What happened here? Please come and get your practice of easy multiplication. Oh, what? What? Wait. Make sure that it's it says number 1. I'm getting a little bit. The ones that say 4. Wondering if I messed up my copies. Feeling really super sad. Just do side 1. Okay, I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes. We're just doing 5 minutes of this practice before we switch to looking at the next set of notes. Just for 5 minutes. Okay, you might finish in 5 minutes. You'd be surprised. You want to take one out first? Did I do two of the same ones?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You guys have such teensy weensy writing scenarios. It's so hard to like spy on you. Oh yeah, I was supposed to put a different symbol in there. Watch me fix it now. Students, note this change that I need to make right here. Oh, dang. It's like if they were still the same. So this changes to a plus just for, you know, a little bit of fun. It's above the 6 and 5. See, I told you, 5 minutes. Isn't that crazy?
It's so D is always going to take the addition. So if you make the teacher
Okay, my little timer went off, my little timer. Okay, so I want to popcorn through these. Did I get to Morgan? What is I at Kaysen? I was at Sophia. Okay, Kayla, first one. Great. Aliza. Great. Lana.
X squared plus 4x plus 4.
I forgot the plus sign. Wonderful. Next one, Keegan.
which one?
The 3 and the -3.
X squared minus 9.
Good. And then, wait a minute, not Jenna. Hannah Petty's, thank you.
X squared plus 3x minus 10.
Plus 3x minus what?
10.
Good. And then we've got Maddie. It's both two negatives, -3 and -5.
X squared minus 8x.
Good. Then we've got Hayden.
X squared minus 2x minus 6.
Great. I'm running out of space. So this one, it's the 4 and the 1. I'm at Cameron.
X squared plus 5x plus 4.
Good. And then we've got Caitlin.
X squared minus 9x plus 20.
Good. Then we've got Olivia.
X squared plus 2x minus 8.
Great. Then we've got Jenna.
X squared plus 6x plus 2.
Good. Then we've got not another Caitlin, Ella.
X squared minus 6x
Plus what?
8.
Thank you. Then for the next one where I changed it, Elise, did you make the change to a +4?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be x squared.
Plus 2x plus 8.
Ooh, would not be +8.
Minus 8.
-8. Thank you. Then we've got Samantha.
X squared minus x minus 30.
This one has a +6, so it'll be plus x. Great. Then we've got Shelby. It's the 1 and the 6.
So x squared plus 7x.
Oh, what? Okay. I did it again. Not Shelby then. But you said x squared plus 7x plus 6. Okay, so then the next one, x squared. So then not Lana, not Shelby. And remind me your name. Tatum. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
7x plus 6.
Thank you. Then we're at Harrison.
X squared minus 5x minus 6.
Good. And then the last one that I can't even see right now is going to be Tanner. It's 2 and 3. Okay, what is the answer? I need to know the whole trinomial. Okay, x squared plus 5x plus 6. Good. Then the next person is the other Ella.
X squared minus 5x plus 6.
Good. Then we're at Brayden.
X squared plus 1 minus. No, x squared plus 1 minus 6.
Okay, there we go. Okay, then I'm at, name is funny, different name. I have this name in another class. No, it's not up there. What is your name?
India.
India, okay, India, yes, thank you.
X squared minus 1x minus 6.
Good. Conrad,
X squared minus 2x minus 63.
And Dean,
X squared plus 5x
x
plus 9.
squared plus 5x?
15.
Thank you. Plus 54. And then the last one is x plus 1x plus 9. Brody, that's for you.
X squared plus 10x plus 9.
Okay, good. Students, how are you guys feeling about multiplying the fast way? Okay, I'm hoping that you feel really good about it. Let's go back to our notes and look at the part that we didn't get to. Easy factoring. What is it easy? This one is easier than some, okay? This is the way that I learned to factor. Okay, we might not finish these notes. That's okay, because we've only got 7 more minutes left. Okay, but we've got this. If both are positive, then both are positive. Okay, you see my little clouds? Do you see what I'm saying? Little clouds. Okay, if both are positive, then both of the binomials are positive. Looking at all of these ones are the easy factoring because they have x squared. They do not have 2x squared, 3x squared, 4x squared, 5x squared, 6x squared, 7x squared, 8x squared, 9x squared. They don't have a number in front of the x. Again, there's no coefficient. With no coefficient, this is the exact opposite of what we just did. The exact opposite. Now, we still make our t-chart in our mind. I need numbers that add to the middle and then times to the last number. So the middle number is 5, the last number is 6. For the first problem. So I'm thinking of 2 numbers that multiply to 6, such as 3 and 2. Do 3 and 2 also add to positive 5? So then this is easy. It's just x plus 3 and x plus 2. You do not need to do the intermediate steps when there's no coefficient. But what's really, really important are these little bubbles. Little bubbles, okay? So if both are positive, then both of the binomial signs are positive as well. 2 positives add to a positive, and 2 positives multiply to a positive. So if in this case we have a negative b, this is a negative 5. This one is, oh, I can't see that. Where do I put it? I put it right here. Minus 5x, positive 6. So we have a negative b, but a positive c. What does this mean? Then we have a negative times a negative. It's 2 negatives that multiply together to make a positive. That small idea sometimes gets slipped over. So we need 2 negative numbers. This time it's not positive 3 and positive 2. What is it this time? Negative 3 and negative 2. That's exactly right. So this one is x minus 3, x minus 2. Yes, I can see that easily with my add and multiply check. A negative plus a negative is still negative, but a negative times a negative is positive. That's really important. Okay, now we have the exact opposite of that, which is where in this case, the b is positive, but the c is negative, which means that they multiplied to a negative. So I have to have 1 positive and 1 negative. So it's the bigger is going to be positive, smaller is negative. So if they add to a positive, that means that the bigger value was positive and the smaller value was negative, so that when you subtract them, it retains the sign of the larger number. So when I have 5 and 6, if I think of 2 and 3, that doesn't work. I've got positive 3, negative 2. What is 3 minus 2? 1. So these are not the numbers. What are the other values that multiply to 6? I've got 3 and 2. What are the other values that multiply to 6? 1 and 6. I see that the bigger number needs to be positive. So should the 1 or the 6 be positive? The 6 should be positive, meaning that the 1 is negative, giving me x plus 6, x minus 1. Aha, very smart, very smart. I see that this next example has x minus 5, x minus 6. So then the bigger number is not going to be positive. What's the bigger number going to be this time? Bigger number is negative. We have a big negative and a small positive. Same values. I still have 5 and 6, so I don't have to think very hard here. I'm going to make one change. X minus 6, x plus 1. So then on these last two, I want you to try them with the correct signs in there. Oh, and that's going to be pretty much all we've got time for. Who is Sophie? Oh, yes, our dentist. So I've filled in all the bubbles with the words. I've left that last couple blanks, so we'll finish this next time. Thank you for packing up. And then we'll do that practice in class. You do not need to do that as homework. We'll do that in class. So do your best to keep track of these. Put these somewhere where they won't get folded up. I don't have extra copies for you. It looks like I do. You guys are just my first class. Thank you.